Hello, kamusta ka? And welcome to Eskabetse podcast. My name is Sam, and you're listening to episode numero ocho 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 ocho. Okay, before we start, I just want to ask, how are you all? How have you been? Um, this is the seventh time I press record because I'm just not used to recording myself, and um, it's really hot in the Philippines, and that's the reason I just don't feel like uploading a podcast because I have to turn off the fan, the AC, or whatever it is that is making like the slightest sound. So yeah, but if you're hearing any noise, just deal with it, okay? Just focus on me, okay? Today we're gonna talk about what it actually feels to take a gap year. So what is a gap year? It is taking a year off before going to college, or maybe you graduated college and you're gonna take a gap year before going to the real world and applying for jobs. You get the point? Yeah. Okay, and I took a gap year. And probably you're wondering, why did you take a gap year, Sam? Why? Bakit? So I have two reasons. Number one is the pandemic. Wow, so cliche. Pero really, it's because of the pandemic. Uh, it felt during that time that it's best if I don't enroll to a university or to a school because the money that I'm gonna give to the school is not going to be very worth it. I feel like the value of that money is gonna be wasted. Not naman super wasted, but like it's not gonna be worth it. Because, of course, everybody is not used to the pandemic. I think every school is not that prepared. Some schools in the Philippines are prepared, but some are not. Because we're used to face to face classes. And online class setting is not very popular in the Philippines. I know that some schools do it, but the schools that I have in mind during that time, they don't really they're not known for it. Okay. So I felt na it was the right decision not to enroll. Number two, number two, the second reason is I guess I was being a baby because I was scared because the course that I wanted to take was not very practical. So I was like, do I really gonna do I really have to take this course? Should I really take this course? Will I make money from this course? So I was just, everything was like messing with my head, and eventually I had peace not to go to college muna. Okay, so what happened in that year that I took a gap year? And how did the pandemic affected it? Sorry, I'm being distracted right now by my dog. Humba. Hello, baby doggy. Gusto mo lumabas? Wait, I'm just gonna let him out. So, at first, I didn't do so much. I was just watching TikTok videos. I was on the social media for hours, and I had like video calls with some friends, and I was just playing games online, playing chess. Okay, my sister let Humba in. Humba, what can you say about the podcast? I don't know if you guys heard that. He just smelled the mic. Okay. Wait, I'm looking at my notes because I kept being distracted. So yeah, at first I didn't do a lot. I was just coping with the pandemic. Really, I was not taking it seriously during those times. But eventually, I had a wake up call that, girl, you're not being productive, girl. What are you doing, girl? I don't know if you guys listened to that episode I made with few friends. It's about, are you making your life to the fullest? And I've said there that number one thing that I'm practicing is living in the present, and I just had this wake up call that, girl, you're not doing very great at living your life to the fullest because you're not living to the present. You're just wasting your time. And I'm just gonna be honest with you. But here's the thing, it's not a bad thing. I guess let's not take it in a bad way, okay? Now, oh my gosh, Sam wasted her time. Here's the thing, maybe that's how I coped out with the pandemic. Everybody is coping differently. Eventually, I became very productive. I started to do online courses, and by the way, I'm still not finished because it's hard. Here's the reason why. When you have online class, you have to pass assessments, right? And for me, I also have like few assessments. Okay, number one, it's not gonna be graded. It's gonna be graded if I take the certificate. And certificates, online certificates are usually 5,000 pesos and more. And I wasn't gonna pay that much money for a certificate. My perspective in taking online courses is, you know what? It's free and I'm gonna learn. Very different kasi if you have a school setting, or like the system of the school, that you're actually being graded, and that grade is gonna be it's gonna be a big part of your grades and who you are. I mean, not really who you are. It's not. It's gonna be like, it's gonna mean something much more than just doing things online, and it's not being very praised. Oh, what? Not really praised. I don't want to praise. It's just that it feels nice to have the things you worked hard for and actually seeing the grades you have. And there are hundreds of online courses that have like grades and stuff like that. But I feel like it's more personal kasi when it comes to like you have a professor and this professor knows you, and this professor is gonna give you a grade. And it's so much different, promise. Sobrang iba talaga. And I know that you guys get my point naman. Hopefully, no. And yeah, I really kept myself productive. Even before naman, I was taking my time. I was being productive. I was helping my mom for her YouTube videos. And I was doing a lot of things naman then. Pero I guess I wasn't taking it seriously, you know. And yeah, I also watch a lot of YouTube videos, educational YouTube videos that actually help me, and I learn so much. And I guess I have few thing and I guess I have few knowledge that not everybody knows. Charot. Okay, okay, what is the hardest part about taking a gap year before entering college? Okay, number one for me is the expectation. People think you're doing nothing, so they somewhat invade your I mean, somewhat they invade that boundary of thinking na, you're not doing so much. So I feel like my, not really my friends, but like the people, they're expecting is like, parang their expectation or like their assumption is like, this person is not doing so much, so let's just, let's tell her to do this, do that. And it's just like, huh? I don't know. It doesn't feel right when somebody tells me that. It feels bad because yeah, maybe I don't have a lot on my plate right now. I don't have an academic. I don't have an academic problem right now. I'm not facing any educational hardship. And I don't have that much plate in my. I don't have so much in my plate right now because you are going to like hundreds assessment every day, and I don't have that. So maybe you should do this, you should do that. I don't, it's hard to explain because it's not very concrete. I don't want to give like a concrete example because I don't want to offend them, and maybe they're listening to this. But I just feel like it's the same thing when somebody doesn't have like a concrete job. I feel like people tend to think that they're not doing anything. So for me, it's really hard because people make assumptions. No, maybe I guess if you're that person, then maybe you know people that are not studying, and maybe you're thinking, she's wasting her time. Maybe I'm wasting my time, but it's not. But okay, ang hirap i-deliver. Okay, wait lang. Maybe I am wasting my time, but here's the thing. It's not gonna be the end of the world if I don't study. And it's not going to be the end of the world if 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 mahuhuli ako. Okay? And I guess, oh my gosh, nawala yung point ko. Oh, ayun, ano to dito. Maybe the reason that person took a time off to the academic world is because they want to pursue maybe because they want to pursue their passions. Maybe they want to just rest. Maybe they just want to discover what they really want to pursue in college. Maybe, I don't know, there's so much reason why that person took time to rest. Maybe you just don't know the reason. So stop making assumptions that this person is doing nothing. They're dealing with so much stuff and you just don't see it because people will not like show everything into the social media. Social media is fake. So I guess if you have that mindset with people, because I used to have that mindset ata. Hindi ko din alam. Pero like, I guess, like, if you're having that mindset about other people that, or maybe not just people who take like a gap year. Okay? Maybe just you see someone at your class. They're just playing video games. They're not dealing with the academic world. Ayan, eto makarelate ako. Maybe they're just playing video games all day. And oh my gosh, my dog. Wait lang. Nanaginip siya. Hello, baby dog. Okay. Maybe you see them and you're making assumptions like, oh, this person is just not taking her education seriously. And here's the thing, I don't know what's going on to that person. And, okay, here's the thing. Don't judge me, okay? I feel like everyone is guilty with this. So, during those times, I will think about those things. Why is this person just making like just not taking life seriously? Ano ba yan? Pero at the same time, I was having realizations na rin naman those times na parang maybe they're having a hard time at home. So I don't know. You guys got my point. So I guess that's one of the hardest things about taking a gap year is the assumption and the expectations of other people. Not just because you take a gap year, you're doing nothing, you're this and that. So okay, let's limit that. Okay, let's lessen that thinking. Okay. And number 2 is anxieties. Okay. Okay. Huh. Number 1, napag-iiwanan ako. Oh my gosh. Okay. Kaya I really support the hashtag no student left behind. Because there's a lot of students that are not enrolled right now. I mean, I don't know the statistics, pero like I know there's a lot of people that are not studying. And kawawa naman. Kawawa naman kami. Kasi iba, alam mo yun, it's really sad kasi you feel like napag-iiwanan ka na kasi your friends are gonna be second year college. They're gonna be graduating na. And here you are, you can't afford it or you don't have the energy for it. But the government, of course, syempre, gets ko din naman na yung economic, syempre, paano na yung mga teachers, mawalan sila ng work. Pero yeah, I just hope that the government will make an effort pa to really provide for those people na need and gusto talaga mag-aral pero they just can't, So yeah. Number 1 anxiety ko like pag-iwanan ako. And number two then siguro is na parang every classmate that I'm gonna have is younger than me, and I'm gonna be the older. I'm gonna be the ate of the group, and I just don't want that. I'm used to having friends that have the same age as me, so it's gonna be so different. And I'm also worried about like, alam mo yung you guys know that in math, especially in math, teachers in math are like, okay, this was taught to you when you were in first grade. Not in first grade. This topic was taught to you in sixth grade. So I expect na you guys know about this topic, ha. So I'm not gonna dig deep in this topic. So okay, let's move on. Okay, I just hate that because how are you gonna expect me to remember that? Oh my god, I don't even remember a lot of things from seventh grade. I mean, I do actually. I have so much fun. Pero and I feel like it's gonna be the same when I eventually started going online classes. Because of course the professors are gonna expect na, okay, every student naman siguro they studied online na. So, okay guys, please submit this to your please submit this assessment to this website or blah blah blah. And they're gonna expect so much from the student. I guess papasok din yung expectations na parang they think na kaya na ng lahat ng students, so they're not going to like assist them. And as a shy kid, actually hindi ako shy kid. I'm probably gonna ask help from a lot of people and from the professors, no. But I'm just saying that it's gonna be hard to adjust, and it's gonna take so much energy. Then it's gonna take an energy to ask pa. I mean, it's not that hard, but like, it would be nice if I don't have to ask every time I have questions. Ano daw, dapat talaga mag-ask ka ng questions, okay? Okay, I just want to make that clear. Ask if you have questions. Pero my point nga is, they have this like mindset na everybody is used to the online class. They're gonna forget na not everyone did. Not. Ano? Okay. Wait lang, sorry. Okay. Number 3. What is the hardest part about taking a gap year? Number 1, the expectation and assumptions of other people. Number 2, the anxieties I have. Number 3, pressure. Pressure. Okay. I just have this pressure on myself. I'm putting pressure on myself even though not a lot of people are making pressure. Ano daw? Not everyone is okay. Sorry, ulit niya. I'm not gonna edit this, so I'm so sorry if sobrang gulo. Okay. Pressure, okay. Syempre, how did my family and friends took the news na I wasn't going to college? Of course, I told them, di ba, yeah, hindi ako magka-college. I'm not gonna go to college muna. So, how did they take it? Okay. 2 response I got. Number 1, they were very supportive. Everyone was telling me, no, you know what, it's okay. Kasi one of the anxieties I have was, my friends are gonna graduate ahead of me. And, that's sad because I want to graduate with them. And one of my friends said, na, you know what, I'm gonna take a 5-year course, so we're probably gonna graduate at the same time. And a lot of my friends are having like to study more than 4 years, so it's okay. They were very comforting, they were encouraging me, and every time I kind of rant to them about it, they're gonna be so much, they're gonna be so encouraging naman. Wow. Ginawa na ako ni Ate Set ng, tuna sandwich? Oo. Ginawa niya akong tuna sandwich. Ate Set, you wanna say hi? Hi! Nag-record kami ni Ate Set last time, pero hindi ko nagustuhan. So, mag-record ulit kami for June. So, stay updated. Thanks. Bye. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. Somebody want to say something? Bark. 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 Okay, ayaw niya. Okay. Yeah. Two response. Number one, encouraging, supportive. Yeah. This and that. Positive. And they were actually like, kunyari, I wasn't making sense of my decision. They're gonna be like, hindi, you know what, that's okay, that's actually a bright idea. But they did not miss they did not miss to encourage me whenever I'm feeling down with my decision. But number two response that I got was, of course, at the end of the day, they're very supportive of my decision. But at the same time, they were asking me questions like, bakit? Ba't di ka mag-ano? Ba't di ka mag-aaral? And, uy, maybe you want to apply to this college. Maybe they're still accepting. So, um, they were kind of doubting then, I guess. And I was doubting it too. There's nothing wrong with that. Every decisions that we have, we tend to doubt things. Okay, naririnig ko yung phone ko nag-ring and... Tisat! Anyway, wag na. Okay. Pasagot naman, parang may tumatawag eh. Sa phone ko. Okay. Okay. Sorry, sobrang daming intermission, pero you guys get it naman, diba? So yeah, I just what they call this? They were not very, they were supportive, but of course, they wanted to make sure that I was not making the biggest mistake of my life. You know what I mean? And actually, I'm gonna dig deep mamaya about it. Okay, actually right now I'm waiting for university results because I applied because of course I don't want to take a gap year again, and my mom is pressuring me every day. She's asking question every day na if I'm enrolled, and it's hard because of course I'm still waiting for the results. I can't apply, I can't enroll if I don't have the results. And actually it's kind of struggle because some colleges are, they don't need they don't need to like assess your grades. You can just enroll right away. And my mom is saying na just enroll na kaya to this school, and I just want to wait for the results muna. Pero you guys know, here's the thing. I felt I feel pressure because other people are putting pressure on me, but it's okay because it's their way of caring them. Of course, they don't want me to make the biggest mistake of my life, and that's okay. And sometimes I'm just me being it's just me na naglalagay ng pressure to myself. Okay. The number four, hardest part of it, I had no one to talk about it. Here's the thing, I have a lot of people to talk about it, but I don't know a lot of people that are going through the same problem that I was going through. I know people na took a gap year, but some of my friends, I mean, some of the people I know, they're not really my friends. They have jobs, and I don't have jobs, so it's kind of different pa rin. And it's hard kasi wala ka like support group about that certain problem. And yes, other people can still listen to you, pero it's different kasi if parehas kayo. Not really the same because I believe that not every problem is different. Every emotion is different. Pero it's good to have someone na same page kayo. Gets? So yeah, that's like the hardest part. Expectations, anxieties, pressure, and having no one to talk about it. Okay. I'm getting at the end of it. Okay na. Okay. I have 2 minutes. Okay. Okay. Do I regret it? I don't know how to feel about it. I regret it, but I don't really regret it. I don't really regret it, but I regret it, but in a good way. Basta, Okay, as I guess I regret not maximizing my time. I wish I took it more seriously because I had so much to do. I had so much time to pursue the things that I want to pursue. I wish I did more. Yeah, I think that's the reason I regret it. But I don't really regret it. Okay. Um would I advise everyone to take a gap year? It's not very normal in the Philippines, no. There in the States, I think it's very like a normal thing to do. Um, I don't really know. I don't know how to answer that question. It really depends on the person. If you're not Here's the thing, if you're not really 100% sure about something, then the answer is no, I guess. I guess. Okay. Okay. Pero yun nga, kasi ako, I had peace and na I'm gonna do it. And you know that verse na everything is gonna work out. Okay, I forgot the verse, but it's about that. Everything is gonna work out at the end of the day. Okay. And yun nga, it's not very normal in the Philippines. And some, kasi sa States, they take a gap year to travel, to have like the best year in their lives. And it's not very easy in a pandemic, you know. And I don't live in the States. I live in the Philippines. It's very different here. And a lot of people are going to ask questions, and a lot of people are going to put expectations nga na, you know what, you should work. You should apply to this college now. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I already talked about that. Anyway, I just can't help then to think now what would have happened kaya if we're not in the middle of the pandemic. I don't know. I feel like the pandemic really made me do it. The pandemic really made me do it. Because if it's not pandemic, I'm pretty sure I'm studying in a campus right now, and I'm probably gonna be second year college. Okay, binibilisan ko na ako eh. I guess what I'm trying to say is number one, I'm just I just want to encourage everyone who is going through the same thing as mine. I don't know who you are, but it's okay. I feel like we did the right decision. I feel like I made the right decision, and I guess just exert extra efforts. Because I feel like I was running out of time kasi eventually I have to study again, and sayang yung mga goals na I had na hindi ko natapos, and I had so much time, and I'm just making it hard for myself. So I guess if you guys know, if okay, if you're experiencing the same thing I do, probably you're not even studying, or maybe you're even studying and you're feeling the same way. Okay, just take time to breathe, and just make extra effort. And ayun, ito yung favorite motto ko. Don't rush, but don't rush, but don't delay. All right, all right. And number two is I just want to let other people know how it feels, and how is it, how the experience went. Okay. But of course, this is not like a perfect podcast. I feel like I missed so much topics that is included in the topic. Pero that's the only thing that I want to talk about. And yeah, I just hope you get something from this topic. I don't know, but yeah, I had a good time talking to you guys, and I'll see you in June, and probably I'll have my sister. So, check out that podcast if I uploaded that now. So yeah, I just hope that everybody have a nice day, night, morning. Okay, anyway, I love you all, and God loves you. Bye bye. Toodles. Love you more. Bye.